Welcome to a new episode of Night Riders Germany. I'm happy you are here again. Today I have a special episode for you with a fantasy guest, the lovely Funtasia. Funtasia is a cosplayer girl and also an escort lady. She comes from another planet and today she will show us her magical world. Usually, I try to make my interviews with escort ladies very real, but today I invite you to a sparkling fantasy world with manga, cosplayer and escort lady Funtasia. If you only like real interviews, maybe you skip this one. It only makes sense to listen to the interview if you have checked out Fantasia's pictures before. You can find them on leipzigescort.com. The page is linked in the show notes. Before we start, you know it, a quick warning. Everything we talk about in this podcast should be listened to be carefully. Sex work, in general, is a very complex and sensitive topic. Please keep that in your mind. My name is Larissa and I'm happy you are here. Stay until the end, it will be honest, uncensored and exciting.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here too. Everything here is so thrilling and a bit sparkly, almost like it is back on my planet, Servidia. You know, I only just arrived recently and everything is so different. The people, the lights, the colors, just fantastic. By the way, this is my first interview and it feels like a little adventure. But I have to warn you, I tend to ramble on once I start talking.
Don't worry, Fantasia, that's exactly what we want. You come from a very special place, Zevidia. Tell us, what does it look like there?
Well, Servidia is... It's beautiful. Everything there is bathed in colors that change like a rainbow. There are palaces and endless gardens where flowers bloom with scents that make you feel like you're in heaven. And there are little light spirits everywhere, lifting into the air when evening comes.
Wow, the planet you come from sounds absolutely incredible. Is it like on Earth or are there big differences?
Hmm. Oh, it's so different from here. On Servidia, the air is always soft and smells of sweet flowers. And the colors, Larissa, the colors are everywhere. Sometimes the sky is purple or even golden, and the flowers sing. They really sing. I've never seen anything like this here on Earth.
Oh my god, that sounds like a fairy tale, Fantasia. But tell me, what does it look like in your palace?
Oh yes, it's huge and so shiny. Everything is made of shimmering gold and silver, and crystals hang on the walls that sparkle like stars. There are endless rooms. I'm not sure I haven't even seen them all yet. There are mirrors and glittering things everywhere. It's almost like living in a dream, but, well, sometimes it feels a little like a cage.
A cage? What exactly do you mean?
Well, I'm always like a princess there. Everyone says how pretty I am and admires my dresses and my hair, but I can hardly ever leave the palace and always have to be there just in case someone needs me.
It sounds like you had a very little freedom on the radio. Wasn't it hard to always be so perfect?
Oh, yes, it was a little exhausting, but I always had to be ready, looking pretty, you know. There were days when I just wanted to run outside, play in the garden, or chase the light spirits. But I was only allowed to stand there, looking elegant, and wait until someone needed me.
Until someone needs you?
Yes, on Servidia, the important people often come to the palace. Sometimes they just want company, but often they want me to fulfill their wishes, you know. They tell me I should just look pretty and please them. I'm supposed to smile gently, move gracefully, and be exactly how they need me to be. exactly as they imagine.
It sounds like you had to do whatever they wanted. Were there ever moments when you could be yourself?
Oh, I always tried my best to live up to their expectations. Sometimes even wanted to impress them, but it often felt like I was just a character waiting for someone to play with me. I was supposed to look perfect and make every smile, every gesture exactly how they like. That was my job. That's why they needed me.
And you didn't have a choice?
No, no choice. I always had to be there, ready when they called for me. I was the perfect princess, just waiting for someone to notice me.
And what exactly did they need you for, Fantasia?
Oh, they needed me for all sorts of things. Sometimes they just wanted me to be there, to keep them company and entertain them. I would dance for them very softly and gracefully or play with other princesses while they watched us.
And did you always feel comfortable with that? Or were there moments when it was too much?
Well, sometimes it was a bit strange the way they looked at me. I knew they saw me as some kind of toy. They wanted me to move slowly, run my hands over my body, and smile as if it were all perfectly natural. But I always had to pretend to be exactly what they wanted until they had enough for looking.
So you were the perfect blend of grace?
Oh, yes, exactly. I was there to fulfill their wishes, like a little secret that existed only for them. I wasn't allowed to be anything more than what they saw in me. But sometimes I found that exciting too. In a way, it was nice to see how much joy it brought them just to look at me.
Did you go to school on Severia? And what do you learn there?
Oh, yes, I had lessons, but it wasn't like school here on Earth. On Servidia, learning is very special. My teacher, Valerius, was always so strict and insisted that I master every detail perfectly. He taught me how I should move, how to speak, and even how to breathe if I wanted to make an impression.
That sounds a little like a pretty intense kind of education, Fantasia. Is that right?
Hmm. Oh yes, Valerius was very precise. He didn't wanted me to make mistakes, ever. If I adjusted my posture even a little, he would immediately get up, look at me, and gently, but firmly, press my shoulders back. Stand up straight, Fantasia, he'd say. And when I started to tremble after a while, I had to endure it. He said it would make me strong.
Do you have also physical exercises?
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, exactly. He taught me how to behave in every situation. Sometimes he would make me stand for hours to taste my endurance. If I wavered or lost my posture, he would come over slowly and adjust me again. His hand was cool and firm, and he always had these intense, piercing eyes watching me closely. I had to completely give myself over to him so I could learn everything he demanded.
Oh, sounds like Valerius expected a lot from you. And did you enjoy it?
Hmm. Sometimes it was a little frightening, but somehow I liked pleasing him too. When he would watch me with satisfaction and say that I was obedient and well behaved, then I felt proud of myself. He said it was all important for me, so I could become truly strong and serve on the planet Servidia.
It almost sounds like he shaped you in a very special way.
Yes, he taught me how to completely devote myself to someone. Valerius said that a princess on Servidia is only truly complete when she forgets herself and does everything for the others. He often told me that only through total dedication could I earn the approval and the love of others.
And what's about your free time, Fantasia? Did you have any time to yourself to do whatever you wanted?
Oh, free time. There wasn't much of that. When I did have someone, I lived in a little chamber. The room was so tiny and barely a thin mattress could fit on the floor. Just a mattress, a little lamp, and the ceiling was so low and I couldn't even stand up straight. There was no windows and the walls were made of this cold grey metal. Sometimes I just sit there and stare at the ceiling. It was silent. But there was one thing that helped me escape.
Oh, what was that?
When I was in my tiny room, I could just dive into games and for a while forget that I had to be available all the time. The online world was like my little escape. I could fight, leap, be strong and brave, and no one told me how to move or what to look like. In the games, I wasn't the little Fantasia who had to behave. I was a warrior and an adventurer. In my tiny room, confined like in a little box, I was trapped. But in the games, I was big and powerful. I could do whatever I wanted, choose who I wanted to be, and no one judged me or told me what to do.
So, gaming was almost like a way to escape from your everyday life, wasn't it?
Hmm. Oh, yes, it helped me to forget the confinement of my little room. It was like a window into another world. And then, one day, while I was playing, I met someone. A player who was different from the others. He seemed to be things I have never heard of on Servidia.
Someone? You mean someone from the game world?
Yes, he called himself Gatekeeper of the Stars. At first, I thought he was just a game character or someone giving me a quest. But he was different. He asked me questions as if he really knew me, and eventually he told me about a place called Earth. He talked about how people there are different, how they aren't trapped in a role like this. I could hardly believe such a place could exist.
So, Earth fascinated you from the beginning?
Hmm. He told me that I'd find a way if I just wished for it hard enough. And one evening, when I was alone in my little room, I started the game and listened to him. He guided me through a kind of portal, step by step. I'm not sure exactly how, but suddenly I was no longer on Servidia. When I opened my eyes again, I was here, on Earth. Everything felt so different. The air, the colors. It was so alive and free.
And since then, you living here in our world with us?
Yes, and I'm discovering more of this world every day. I'm learning so many new things.
And how was your arrival here on Earth for you? Was it easy for you?
Hmm. Oh, at first it was really strange. I was used to someone telling me what to do, to just sit quietly until someone needed me. But here, no one gave me any orders. I could do whatever I wanted. But I didn't really know how to do that. I keep expecting someone to tell me where to go and how to act.
It sounds like you had to find your own way first. What surprised you most?
Oh, so many things. Like those, what do you call them? Cars. I thought they were maybe like our transvects. You just sit in them, and with a push, you're instantly where you need to be. But cars here are different. They drive on roads with their own kind of logic. And then someone explained that you actually drive them yourself. That was really exciting.
Are there are there other things that felt especially strange to you?
Yes, like the fact that here no one insists that you're always around when needed. I was used to being constantly ready, always on standby in case someone called for me. And here I've realized that people just do whatever they want. I thought it was rude if I wasn't available for someone. I had to learn that I'm not really needed anymore.
It sounds like for the first time you experiencing what it's like to be truly independent.
Yes, in a way. But sometimes it also feels empty. I was always used to being needed. This feeling of being ready at any moment, waiting for someone to call my name, it gave me a sense of purpose. It was as if I only mattered when I could serve someone. Here on Earth, I don't even know what to do with all this freedom if no one needs me.
So you miss being there for someone?
Yes. I find myself almost waiting for someone to come and tell me what to do. I was always taught to do exactly what others expect from me. Now I'm here and I can do anything I want, but I feel like I might just lose myself. Sometimes I wish someone would tell me where my place is and what I should do. Otherwise, it almost feels like I'm not really here.
So you need someone to give you directions? Someone to guide you?
Yes, I suppose you could say like that. I want someone to need me, to tell me what I can do to make them happy. When I feel that I am useful to someone, then I feel whole. Here on Earth, it's so different. No one expects me to be there for them, and sometimes it makes me feel almost invisible.
It sounds like you feel a little bit lost in this freedom.
Yes, sometimes I don't know what to do when I'm not available to anyone. On Servidia, I never thought about what I wanted for myself because there was always someone else who needed me. I always knew how to behave and what to do, and somehow I found that comforting, I think. Here I'm just Fantasia, without a role, without a purpose. I often wonder if I will ever really find my place here.
And what led you to explore the world of being an escort? What about it attracted you?
Well, it's the idea of being there for someone again. Since I came here on Earth, I've often felt so lost, without clear instructions, without anyone telling me how I can make them happy. When I heard about the work as an escort, I knew right away it was something for me. I could instantly imagine how lovely it would be to meet someone who calls me because they need me in that moment. So I decided just to try it.
So you have a kind of new beginning. How does it feel?
It's exciting. I'm nervous, but in a good way. It feels like discovering a new world where I once again have the chance to make someone happy and be there when they need me. This idea that someone might call me and I get to bring them joy, it's like a little dream come true.
It sounds like you really want to fully embrace this new role as an escort.
Yes, I think so. It's like I can finally do what I'm best at, taking care of someone and making them feel special. The people who choose me show me a kind of trust and I can give them exactly what they are looking for. It brings back that warm feeling of being needed. It's like I have a purpose again. But I quickly realized that people here react differently when I walked through the streets dressed like I did on Servidia. My hair was always so colorful and bright, and I loved wearing those cute, playful outfits. But people always looked at me strangely. Somehow, everyone here dresses so normally.
Yes, I can see your colorful look. I find it so beautiful, but I can imagine that it's not normal for some people.
Exactly. I noticed that I can't just walk around like that without all eyes on me. So I adapted a bit, dress more like a normal person in everyday life, like you all do here. You know, like humans here. And I usually hide my hair under a hat. But as soon I'm in a hotel room, I transform into the real Fantasia. There I can dress and style myself the way I love. I put on my playful outfits, let my hair shine, and become the fantasy that my guests want to see. It feels like a little ritual, like stepping out of the ordinary world and slipping into a dream world that exists only for that moment. So, dear guests, don't worry. When you book me, I'll come to you discreetly. No one will guess that I'm Fantasia. And as soon as we are in private, I'll transform into Fantasia just for you.
So you keep a part of the video with you, but you choose when and how you reveal it.
Yes, for a moment I can be just like I used to be, colorful and a bit magical. And then, when you go into the room, I know that I'm exactly what they want to see. The real Fantasia. It's as if I'm returning to my old world for them and sharing a little touch of it. And that makes me happy.
You are a very special Fantasia, that's for sure.
Call me and I'll be there. The real Fantasia, ready to turn dreams into little sparkling moments. And who knows, maybe you're the one who needs me so I can bring my world to life again.
I think, Fantasia, you can make wishes come true.
Oh, I hope so. I'm looking forward to all the new adventures and to being there for everyone who wants a little bit of magic in their life. I'm ready. So call me and let's dream together.